Whew. Breathing hard. I think we're about halfway up, hopefully.
For scale. It's a little guy.
Good morning, guys. We drove down a really long dirt road to get to our campsite last night. And when we say long,
30 miles, unpaved, washboardy. And they said it was graded, but
definitely not.
Not this year, I guess. But that's okay. So we made it, and we're now here at the trailhead, just so we can get a really early start. And we are actually at like a little offshoot of Canyonlands National Park.
Mm-hmm.
So if you didn't know, Canyonlands has 4 distinct districts. The most popular one is...
That would be Island in the Sky, and about 3/4 of the visitors to Canyonlands make it to Island in the Sky, so the majority of people go just to the Island in the Sky, and it's the most easily accessible.
Yeah,
it's the one closest to Moab.
Correct. Then the second most popular one is the Needles district, which is about an hour and a half south of Moab, and just under 20% visit that district.
Mm-hmm.
And then we are in the third most popular district, which is the Horseshoe Canyon district.
Mm-hmm.
And less than 5% of visitors actually make it here because, 30 miles of dirt road. And it's actually only accessible from like the western side from Highway 24, Hanksville area.
Yeah, if you're staying in the Hanksville area or, out by Goblin Valley, then, then it's easier to get here. But most people are staying in Moab when they visit Canyonlands.
And then the least visited district is the Maze district, and we unfortunately will not make it to that this time around because it is serious 4x4 for a really long time.
Mm-hmm.
So maybe when Eric gets his expedition vehicle, we can add that to the list.
Yeah, maybe.
But so Horseshoe Canyon is a little bit over 7 miles round trip, so you're going into the canyon. There's some really cool petroglyphs. I'm really excited for it. Since it is national park, obviously we cannot take the dogs.
Yep, which
is why we brought the trailer.
Yep, we got the AC running right now, and it'll be keeping the dogs nice and comfy while we're out. But we're also getting an early start to try and minimize their alone time here when it starts getting hot.
So they'll be chilling in here. Tinkerbell with her emotional support, Piglet.
Mm-hmm.
And Maple is probably just going to be in her cave or something like that. They're gonna get some extra hours of sleep.
Mm-hmm.
And then once we're done with hiking, we're gonna actually move over to our next camp spot. So this is going to conclude our time in the greater Hanksville area.
Mm-hmm. So we're excited to see the last of kind of the western side of Canyonlands, Arches, Moab area before we start heading that way. And we're excited to show you the hike.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh.
Okay.
So we are doing this hike middle of May. So temperatures can actually get pretty high. It's supposed to go into like the high 80s today. So we packed plenty of water. We have our hats for sun protection. And then I put some sunscreen on my face to avoid getting burnt. Eric is very reluctant to use sunscreen. He prefers to get burnt. 3/4 of a mile in.
Already a beautiful hike. I mean, we've seen tons of wildflowers. It's been really, really pretty. There's been white ones, yellow ones, red ones, a little bit of pink, purple.
Yep, very pretty. We saw a dinosaur footprint.
There's a dinosaur footprint, which is really cool.
About the size of my hand. A little bit bigger.
Yeah, a little bit bigger. And it's nice and surrounded by some rocks, so you can see it right away. But really cool.
I wouldn't say right away. We searched for it a little bit.
Well, we didn't know it was going to be surrounded by rocks, but it's literally
like
right
there's
on
like
the trail.
a rock circle around it. Someone made that, so you could easily find it. But we walked past it like 2 or 3 times, like looking for it.
Yeah, we were looking, and it's like, oh, what's this little rock pile? And there it was. So not hard to find if you know that it is actually marked.
Yes, but it's starting to get warm already.
Already getting warm.
So we have to like book it to get down into the canyon.
Yep, we're gonna keep it moving. We are actually starting to lose quite a bit of elevation now, so should be some pretty interesting sights, and excited to show you. About 1.5 miles in, we are already down into the bottom of the canyon. It is nice and cool right now, which is great, and I'm sure as we proceed through the day it's gonna get real hot, but it's super lush down here and green, some big trees here in the wash, so really pretty scenery, and we have quite a bit more hiking to do. We made it to the high gallery, and I see why they call it that.
Yep, it's pretty high up. It's super cool. So it's these rock paintings. It's like a darker red against a tan stone. And it's like basically a bunch of, you know, human beings that are like painted on there. There is one shape that looks like it might be an animal, but like it's mostly humans. It looks super cool.
Really cool.
And definitely make sure that you mark on your map or in your all trails where this is, because it's very easy to like just walk past it.
Yeah.
And that would be really sad if you missed it.
It would be a shame. And we've got more hiking to do, so more sights to see, and we'll take you along for it.
Great gallery.
Yep, that is kind of where the hike on all trails ends. I think you can keep going up if you want, but we're gonna end it here. And what a finishing place.
It is definitely, it's like a gallery. You can like walk up. The National Park Service provides some binoculars, which is super cool.
Really cool, yeah.
And like the paintings, the rock paintings are super intricate.
Really intricate. Like there's some that have like animals on the shoulder. Like
they have different colors. They have like intricate patterns. Some have faces. It's like, this is definitely the best of all the ones that we saw on the way.
Definitely.
And it's so cool.
And it's huge. Like when they say the Great Gallery, like it earns the name for sure.
So we're gonna get a little bit more footage here, and then we're gonna start heading back. It's only 8:50 a.m. and it's starting to get pretty hot.
And it's gonna be a climb up, so it's gonna be brutal on the way back. So
we'll definitely take you along with us, so you can, you know, like see that we actually earned this hike.
Yeah, you can enjoy our struggle while we struggle.
Yes.
starting the climb up portion. Not gonna be the most fun, but we actually got some cloud coverage that I'm not mad about, because if that sun was beating down on us, it'd be even more miserable. Quick water break.
Definitely packed plenty of water. It's exposed on the way up.
And I didn't drink much on the way down and in because it was cool and downhill, so not stressing on the body. I've drank my body weight on the way up. So almost there, I think. I can see the sign-in shack, and I can see the Jeep and the trailer. Yes, we're almost there, which is good because the sun is brutal, the climb is brutal, and out and backs where you go down first and up on the way back are brutal, as she said. Whew. Okay, guys, cut to entering the trailer. Hey girls.
Hi, sweeties.
Oh, it feels good in here. Hey girls.
Did you turn on the light?
I did, yes.
Back at the trailer.
Yep, we took the girlies for a walk and have been able to sit and cool off with the AC, which is...
That last part was rough.
It was so rough.
So highly recommend get an early start, especially if you're doing this in, you know, like May time frame, or try to do it earlier in the year.
Yeah.
The sun is brutal on the way up. And yeah, this is a really cool spot. Very, like, you know, like not very well traveled.
Yeah, not highly trafficked. Even, you know, as we're now getting into like lunchtime-ish, like it's around 11 o'clock now, there's only a few other cars parked here at the trailhead.
And it is a Sunday.
Yeah.
So, and yeah, like the petroglyphs were amazing.
Awesome. These are the best petroglyphs I can ever remember seeing.
Yeah. Super intricate and like different colors. Super cool. Highly recommend.
Huge too, especially the galley. They were like life-sized. I mean,
and like the canyon is super cool too. I really loved how lush it was. You know, we had quite a few heavy rains like a few weeks ago, so that might
just a few days ago, really.
Yeah, that might have like contributed to it, but it was super lush, super green, tons of wildflowers. Really a beautiful, gorgeous hike.
Yeah.
And it's not too strenuous except for like on the way up.
Yeah, on the way
That's gonna
up,
be your hardest part.
Your last mile and a half is where you're all back uphill to get out of the canyon.
And it's exposed.
Yeah, and it's all exposed. So, but we really enjoyed this hike and making this video for you guys today. If you enjoyed it too, hit the like, hit the subscribe, the bell notification if you really enjoyed it and want those notifications for our next videos. But the next time you guys see us, we're probably going to do maybe more of Canyonlands, but generally speaking, we're going to be in the Moab area.
And we're excited for it.
We are. So we'll see you then.
Good morning, guys.
Tinkerbell making it awkward.
Thank you, Tinkerbell. Thank you. Yeah, you missed us.